Hey everyone, welcome to your 2021 February tarot card reading. Thanks so much for being here. It's going to be a doozy. It's a big month. Not only do we have a Mercury Retrograde, but we have an Aquarius New Moon kind of falling in the middle of the month. We're ending it all off with a Virgo Full Moon. So there's a lot in store, a lot of transformation, of course. Let's just dive right in, and thanks again for being here. Hello Pisces, welcome to your February reading. Happy birthday to all of you February Pisces. So I think Pisces has been biting their tongue for a very long time now. And Pisces is known for being one of the more empathetic and compassionate and intuitive signs, of course. So sometimes this can make Pisces a bit hesitant to speak their full truth and to speak their full mind for fear of hurting others and hurting those around them. But I think February is really going to be about you speaking your mind, and I think there's going to be some push, and you're going to find some sort of inspiration to stop bottling things up so much. Okay, you got the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, the Emperor, the World, the Five of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. So I'm seeing this trend in February of a lot of the signs in need of that grounding earth energy. And it could be because of the retrograde, but there's a really big emphasis on grounding and kind of getting your ducks in a row and turning inward, like the hermit, to kind of clarify the path ahead. So I'm seeing that as well with Pisces. And you may even feel in February, the sun enters Pisces February 18th. So you're already going to be feeling very in your element, very creative. You're naturally going to start vocalizing more. But if you do feel the need for kind of a need to retreat for a moment, maybe closer to the beginning of the month probably, that's fine. The Magician for me is representing kind of that other side of Pisces that kind of falls into the realm of their sister sign of Virgo, right? I think you're going to be tapping into that and being extremely vocal and really clear, especially clear in terms of your intentions and asking for exactly what you want. Because to me, it seems there's two paths here, okay, with the Wheel of Fortune and the World. So you can either choose to continue to bottle things up and to not speak your mind, of course, in a kind way, right? We can always do that in a diplomatic way. So you can kind of choose to stay in this Five of Pentacles mentality here. And I'm seeing this as really, that feeling of kind of not realizing or seeing what's right in front of us, like all the help and happiness and joy and support that's right in front of us. And I feel like you've kind of been stuck here a little bit because of the extent to which you're bottling your feelings and emotions up, right? I don't think you've been expressing yourself, and I don't think you've been asking for help when you've needed it. So you can choose to stay in that state, or you can choose to speak your mind like the magician and ask for what you want out loud, like the emperor as well. Okay, the emperor is assertive. The emperor is not afraid in the least to say what's on their mind. Okay, because they know that whatever they're asking for, it's on the same level as them, if that makes sense. The Wheel of Fortune, it's karma, like good or bad. I mean, it's never that black or white, but the Wheel of Fortune is all about the wheel can turn whichever way, or depending on how you act and depending on how you behave, right? So if you choose to believe in yourself and be transparent and be firm in your convictions like the Emperor, to have faith, I think things are going to go amazing for you with the world. And I think you have a lot of support right now. I keep seeing the Wheel of Fortune and the World. See all the figures in the corners here. I feel like these are either your support system around you in the physical world, or your spirit guides. Okay, when Venus and Jupiter meet on February 11th, you're naturally just going to be feeling more intuitive. Try not to idealize people too much at that time, but you could find that you're connecting a bit more with your spiritual side and your spirit guides. You got the Page of Cups. So this to me it's such a Pisces card because it's all about like that carefree, heart on your sleeve, this open and playful energy, right? So I don't think you have to completely abandon that and forget about that side of yourself, because that's what makes Pisces so wonderful. But I think it's almost like you have to tap into both sides, right? Both the Emperor and the Page of Cups. And these are such different contrasting energies here. Like even as I hold them up, they look so different. One of them is established and mature and just sitting in their power, right? And the other is just carefree and youthful and super creative and a little bit naive, but that's what makes them a little bit brave, I guess, right? So I think you're going to have to tap into both of those really almost contradictory energies and be brave enough to ask for what it is that you want. I'm going to clarify some of these as well. Oh, and for your oracle cards, you got Whale and Orca Elders. Share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. Yeah. Yeah, I really do. Elders is just standing out to me as like the support around you and your spirit guides, but it's also like share your song. Really speak, right? Like speaking and sound, that frequency, it means something, right? It's so powerful. And you also got, I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. yeah, I think you are being guided to really lovely things with the world here. And this fresh new start and this new beginning, but it is going to require that you get really clear on your intentions and your convictions, and that you are brave enough to chase it, right? I'm going to clarify a couple of these. Let's clarify the Magician. Got the High Priestess and the Knight of Pentacles. And let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Hierophant and the Emperor. The Nine of Cups. So the High Priestess and the Knight of Pentacles clarifying the Magician. Like I said before with the Page of Cups, I really think you're going to have to find a happy medium between that earth grounding stability. So think Virgo archetype. Balance between that and that Pisces archetype, like the High Priestess here, which is Pisces at their best, right? Being intuitive, nurturing, psychic abilities. It's just that inner knowing and not questioning that one bit. I really think, Pisces, that you have everything you already need, and you already know that what you desire. And so if it's a connection, if it's a job, kind of a new understanding of yourself, like, you have everything within you. And I think you know that even if it takes a little while with the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, right? But that's because they take their time and they're careful and they're cautious and they make sure that all is well before moving forward, right? So that it is a success and it does work out. So I think if you have to isolate a bit to find peace and to just recharge and to just get more clear on your path forward, I think you should do that. That Saturn and Uranus square on the 17th, it's going to be tough. So just try not to go too inward, so much so that it's difficult to come out again. Pisces can kind of stay hidden for a while sometimes. Okay, again, balance. Find that balance between intuition and practicality. Be both responsible and cautious while also wearing your heart on your sleeve and listening to your inner knowing and your intuition. And it's like when you meld both of those things together, everything you want and everything you're asking for comes true. And you manifest it, right? But it's like you just have to get a little bit more clear on what you want to manifest. You also got the Hierophant clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. Oh. I often see the Hierophant as obviously like institutions and commitment, but I'm seeing it for some reason as I'm just feeling very like Pisces for a very long time has just felt so trapped and pressured in kind of playing a certain part or a certain role in their lives and in the lives of those closest to them. And I don't know that you felt like you could be your true high priestess self. And I think it all ties back to feeling like you've had to maybe mute yourself or not be as honest maybe as you are inside and maybe with yourself. It's almost like there's some external force that's been keeping you kind of weighing you down a bit to the point where maybe you felt like your only option was to bottle things up. But what you allow will persist. You have the ability to turn this wheel in any direction that you want. I think the only thing the universe is asking of you right now is to just be vocal and speak your truth like the Emperor would. And when you do that, you get the Nine of Cups, right? The Nine of Cups clarifying the Emperor. You can be assertive and a boss, if you will, while also being compassionate and spiritual and intuitive. Okay, you can have both things. I think you're going to realize this month that maybe you've been standing in your own way a little bit because maybe you've been a little bit afraid to be more carefree and speak your truth. But I think in February you're going to quickly see that the moment you stand in your power, you're going to not only get the world, but kind of it's going to open up all those doors for you to find your fulfillment. And I think that fulfillment is going to be tied to your emotions and your heart. And I think it's going to have you feeling much more carefree and just more like yourself, right? Than maybe you've felt in a long time, which is also to be expected during Pisces season, during your time of the year. So just embrace it, go with the flow. Please, please, please vocalize the things that you want and don't be afraid to stand really strong in your convictions and the things that you believe in, right? Because that's going to attract, the moment you do that, you're going to attract your soul tribe and people with similar beliefs, right? All right, Pisces, that's everything for February. Have an amazing rest of your month. Happy birthday to those of you celebrating, and I'll see you next month. Thanks.